Mary with Seer. Thanks for stopping by. This is your weekly tarot for November 24th through the 30th, 2019. I have received so many downloads in the last week and stuff. New energies, so I'm almost shaking with what's coming through today. So hopefully I can get through the reading without having to stop and eat. But you guys have been calling me since last night. I've had Gemini on the table since last night. Okay, so we're getting a lot of fives in people's reading. This is the third reading that I'm doing for the fourth week of November, and everybody had fives. So this is a big shakeup. It's unexpected. A lot of stuff's going on. I'm sure you know that. But for Gemini in particular, this is about transmuting your experiences into becoming the master. Okay, becoming a master. At least it's collective. It's healing the wounds. So this is 38, which adds up to 11, which is a master number. It's an angel number. Transmutation of the experiences into a higher consciousness. Wow, right? Healing the ouch. This raccoon and this fox. Raccoons are good for digging out, digging through the trash and finding gems. Okay, finding food and trash cans and stuff like that. They will actually steal things. And so it's not about the theft. It's about finding the gems, finding Gemini gems, finding the value in the trash. Does that make sense? Keep hearing this. Nothing is wasted. None of your experiences are wasted. Healing the ouch. The best way for me personally to heal the pain and kind of make sense of it is to transmute it into, what does this mean? How is this going to improve my life moving forward? That is a place of empowerment. That's when you move the pain into your experience and you elevate your consciousness. Really, really important. Really important, okay? Seer, and then we have the seer, seeing beyond the current situation. This is not about this current situation. This is not about where you are right now. It's about what's the big picture. For everybody, it's a little bit different, but not only that, transmutation into a higher consciousness. You possibly are a seer. That's why my channel is called Seer, because I've always been a seer. I just denied it for a long time. But my business name has been Sayre, which is a sayer, the truth sayer, since since like 2000 or something like that, because I knew I was a seer back then. I just wasn't strong enough to put it out there to the world. Okay, so something you probably already know, something that runs in your family, something, and you're getting more and more messages all the time. Maybe insights, intuition, all of that. Okay, so I laid these out because I just want to do a little bit different, and. So the first five here is, it's a Five of Wands reverse. Five of Wands reverse is getting past what people think, what they say, all this chaos around you, and the lies, okay? When this is reversed, specifically for me, it talks about lies, okay? This is getting past it and just not, let's just say getting past it. We'll get more information. Okay. The Five Pentacles is about being shut out, being financial loss. You could be having to move. You may be having to make someone else move. And for some reason, this particular card looks like it's about safety, right? Now, I don't know if you're going through something where you're really having to question how you're putting yourself in jeopardy, right? Okay. This is your... It's really important you stabilize the stuff around you so you can tap in, because the chaos around you is, if this is something you're going through right now, it looks like it could be, the chaos around you is keeping you from not only living your best life, but making good decisions and tapping into your life's purpose, okay? And healing your pain. It's just creating more pain. It's avoidance. And so maybe ask yourself what, of course, I know, I hear you. It's not up to me what other people do around me, but you're around them. So that's the question. Why am I still engaging with that certain type of people or behaviors? I mean, that is ownership. Of course, we can't be responsible for their behavior, but we can be responsible for where we're at. And if you're in a place where you're not empowered, say, how did you get there? And kind of look at that. You know, how do I get myself back to a place of empowerment? Because it's about freedom. The fives are about freedom also. And the freedom is important to heal what's going on. And so you can move forward in peace. Because once you have peace, you'll understand a lot more. It is about transmutation into a higher consciousness. Once you get to a higher consciousness, that stuff you won't even be affected by it. It won't even come near you. It just can't. You know, you won't allow it. It's so many reasons why. Okay, Page of Cups, reversed. So this is a reflection. I have the Page and the Knight of Cups. This is a reflection of maybe what's been. I'm just listening. What's been going on? Okay. So the Page of Cups is it's bad offers. It's offers in love or emotion that are not genuine. Okay. It's lack of commitment. And you know, we've been talking about that person coming back and part of the Gemini collective. And reverse is no apology, no commitment. Okay. Okay. So Knight of Cups is the same. It's like the movement of it. And this is somebody that has commitment problems. If this represents a person, this is a person with commitment problems. But I want you to know something else. When our vibration increases and we go to a higher place of consciousness, the people of the past, the people that we were dealing with before, they almost can't come near us because they know that whatever game they had is not going to work. So there's no reason for them to come if they can't transmute their own energy. So that's what I'm hearing in here. So I hope that makes sense to you, because it really does for me. Okay. And this is about setting ourselves free too. Free of those influences, free of that, the ties. It's like this tie, the string that you can't cut. Well, here's the sword to cut it. Sword of truth. This is the ace. Sword of truth. This is the capability to cut through what's not real. Maybe bring a new level of... Because the swords are about education, about truth, about communication. It's about information, intuition. I mean, because this is about air. It's whatever we can get from the air. Okay? It's about our own thoughts. Cutting through our own thoughts. The ones that are holding us back. So it's all of that. And the Ace of Truth is getting a new path. It is a gift from the divine to say, here's your sword of truth. Wield it. Use it. Okay? And tap into us, because we got your back. Okay? Then I have the Page of Swords. So this is, pages are about information. And the Page of Swords reversed, this is about, it's about lies. Finding out about lies. Seeing through the lies. Okay? That's great. Sword of Truth, seeing through the lies. Okay? Okay. Alright, so let's just kind of go in deeper. Whoop, let's take this one. This is the King of Wands. So this is somebody that may appear really exciting. This is a king, masculine energy. Could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or a Sag. And it could be somebody that appears to be inspiring and out there and exciting and gosh, so influential, but this is somebody that's not what they appear. Because it's somebody that doesn't want to listen to other people, somebody that's not loyal and protective. So make sure that if you're meeting somebody new or somebody's coming back, that you vet them, make them prove themselves. And we should do that with anybody anyway. But there's this thing about appearances. You've got to look deeper. You got to look deeper because you have the ability to do that now. And that's maybe something that wasn't being done prior. That one jumped out. Like, did you see it jump out? Or I don't know how it jumped out, really. King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups reversed. So this is somebody that's not emotionally stable. They're, this is somebody that is prone to addiction and abuse. Okay? It's a masculine energy. It could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be. Just like this King of Wands doesn't have to be. We've got two kings on the table reversed. Okay? These are influences. Whether it's part of you or not, that's up to you to decide. Or people around you. And they're right under this chaos and this people trying to control you and the lies. Okay? So keep that in mind. Abuse. So, not sure if you're being emotionally or physically abused. This can be physical abuse, sexual abuse, any of those, okay? It's time to protect yourself. Look at the bigger picture. I'm really sorry what you're going through. Go to somebody you trust. Make a plan if you need to. All right. Three, this is more overindulgence. It's overindulgence. It's third party. It's people, boundaries being crossed. This is Three of Cups reversed. This is people drugging or drinking and taking advantage of other people or losing control. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Okay. One more card. No wonder you guys are waking me up. Okay. Seeing it. Not being able to sleep. Seeing it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. So maybe you're getting awakenings there too. Okay? And it is upsetting. And you're going to be processing information. And so when patience with yourself is important because you'll realize that you saw many things you didn't realize. It's like, okay, so this is the thing. People telling us how to live when they're not living that way. People feeling like, you probably saw the truth in things and didn't want to admit it to yourself. Well, here's your verification, validation, all that, right? Nine of Swords is about processing the information. If you have sleepless nights, so be it. Don't drug or drink it away, please. Just process it so it can be converted into a higher state of consciousness. Okay, it's when we avoid that we trap ourselves. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Five of Pentacles. And so, what happened here? I wonder. This is the Devil card. So, obsession, addiction, avoidance, ego, you name it. Pick your selection. There it is. And we could say that that's the other person's or whatever, they shut us out if that's the case. But it has a lot to do with our own two. Takes two to tango. Okay. I think that's had enough in its own, right? So now we have the Two of Wands reverse. So this is about, so when this is reversed for me, it's about not really choosing your path, allowing somebody or something to choose it for you. Are you kind of seeing that now? Like now you have no choice. And that's kind of It's good and bad, because when we can't decide or we don't have enough faith in ourselves and something happens where we're actually shut out, now what are you going to do? What are you going to do now, Gemini? Because it's kind of like we're forced to see the truth. We're forced to go through all of this to where we go, oh, somebody help me, and we pray, and then we get the sort of truth. But there's this really great, and it's in a lot of the readings right now, to identify this stuff so you don't have to keep going through this. What do I need to do to stabilize my life so I can be independent and free? Listen to yourself. Calm things down around you. I know, it seems simple. Get your emotional self in balance. Those two kings could very well be you being in a place of upside down, looking for things outside of you to fix you. Yep. So, having the path chosen for you, what would it look like if you had chosen a different path? That's something to think about. That's what we do. We're Geminis, right? Okay, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Here's a Queen reverse. Okay, so let's talk about her. She is not good with money. She probably doesn't have her finances straight. Well, I just said that. She may be dependent on others. And this could represent you, or could represent somebody in your life. And maybe you're just helping everybody, and you've got nothing left for yourself. And why is that? I know, I've done that too. I'm just saying, what's going on that this is happening in your life? What do I need to do? What should I be looking at? Okay? Because this person is not nurturing. They're not who they appear to be. A lot of people are their energies are flipping. Or they're flipping around us so we can see things for what they are. I don't know. But this is better. This is Queen of Wands. And this kind of feels like it's almost you, or maybe somebody you know that you've seen, that they've got the fire in the belly. Somehow, through all of the stuff they've been through, they're going, oh, I'm done with this. Oh, I got this. Oh, I know who I am now. You're not going to do this for me anymore. It's Queen of Wands. This is like fire. She knows what she's going to do. She's going to go do it, and she's had it. And she's changing it. See, that's what this is about. So, you feel that fire in your belly yet, Gemini? Because it's coming. So, you might want to look at this. Because it's time to be free. It's time to be sovereign. It's time to make your own choices and stop being manipulated by other people. Okay. Page of Cups. This is about an offer that was, really a non-offer. Just that, it was not really even an offer of... Even what we thought was emotional offer, not really. Nope. So, we would have known that if we had tapped into our higher self, our intuition, but this has been blocked for us. So, we probably felt something, but we said, oh no, everything looks good. Or whatever, because we do that. We do that. Knight of Wands said this was a player, right? How come we didn't see they were a player? What is it about our own background that we couldn't see that player? Right? Knight of Wands reverse is the player. This has been so prevalent in our society, we just kind of accepted it too. You know what I mean? I know that too. Seven of Swords, and that's not good enough because it's about deception. It was about deception from others, but deception from ourselves. So, that's just the way it is, and it doesn't have to be. It's what we chose to accept. Ding, ding, ding. That's the right answer. Yeah. That's harsh. I know. I'm having to dish this stuff out, but I'm a Gemini too. So you hear what I'm saying? All right. Deception and lies and And if you think, if this was around you, you're probably engaging in it too. As much as we don't want to admit it, we get sucked in because that's what we're around. And we interact with this. So if it was not, if this is not who we were, at least partially at the time, we wouldn't have been around it. I know. That's a hard one. Because we want to blame everybody else, but not entirely true, is it? One more card here. Queen of Cups. Yeah, that as either the opposite party, the other party, this whoever has been around us, as the other person, emotionally unbalanced, having addiction problems, codependence, all of that. We were the player. We were the opposite side. It's a dance. It's a tango. It takes two. And the only way you can keep this from happening over and over is to look at your own part in it and change it. Say, I'm not going to engage, or I'm going to look at, or I'm going to take my time and say, is this, or this? Stop. Sorry. Trying to figure out the right way to say it. If you can get a handle on this, you can stop this in your own family. You can change so many people's lives by changing your own. You have no idea. But it has to come from you, and it has to start with you. That's it. How do I change the world? I change myself. And then it looks different. Knight of Cups reversed. This is somebody coming to you with, it looks like commitment, but it's not. There's no commitment there. Okay, it looks like love, but it's not. Okay, the reality is, once you can see all this, then you do get to elevate to the Empress. This is the Divine Feminine. Are you ready? You ready to go for that ride? Yeah, it's where you can see things, you know? And it's being your power. This is upright. I know. Yeah. So, converting all of this experience and understanding and change into higher consciousness. It will change who you are, but in the best way you can even imagine. You'll find that you're trustworthy and your word is honorable. Wow. It's amazing. I mean, always. And it'll just matter to you. Even little things, that'll matter to you. The Hermit. So, this is a warning about, the Hermit reverse is, Hermit is about taking the time, getting away from people to look at what the common themes here. And that's kind of what all this is about, what we're talking about. This is a warning that if you don't do this work, you will repeat the patterns. It has to be done. And we'll slip here and there, yeah, sure. Because we'll get triggered still. You'll be triggered still. But it's knowing that, oh, darn it, that was a trigger. What can I do to keep from being triggered? Or the trigger actually will help you see where you need to work on, what you need to work on. Okay? So that's the other thing. And I really like that. It's your red flag. Hey! It's a big red flag. If you're getting triggered, then it's something we need to clean up. Okay? So here's the Four of Cups. That is a thing that's been right in front of you the whole time that you've been dropping the ball on. It's keeping you stuck. It's card of stagnation. Bored. Stuck. Same place. Why does the same thing keep happening? Well, because we're doing the same thing too, without even realizing it. Okay, so let's talk about the Ace of Swords now. And this is about the Sword of Truth, the Sword of Information, Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is cutting out the things that are disabling us, okay? This card in this deck reminds me of a handicap, something that's handicapping us from moving forward. This is moving forward in stability and, money and just our life, building our life in a good way. Reverse is, we're being handicapped here. And it's time to cut those things out. The things that are keeping us stuck. Or not, and it's more than stuck. It's taken away from us. It's making our lives less than where we started. You see? In some ways. So, this is the Two of Cups. So this is third party stuff, not making the best decisions in love. It has to come down to taking care of us. Right now. That's always the priority. And then, okay, here's the thing. It's like, it doesn't matter if you think it's a soulmate. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is what's being said, okay? It does matter. But this is just what's being said as far as self-care, okay? It's like when you're on an airplane and you run out of oxygen and they say, put the oxygen mask on yourself first and then someone else. That way your head is straight, okay? So you have to do what's right for yourself. It doesn't matter if you think this person is your soulmate or whatever person. If it doesn't matter if there's your family member, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. If this is damaging you, it needs to be looked at. Because there's a decision that has been made that's not good on your behalf. Somebody's made a decision that isn't beneficial for you. And when this is upright, this means it's reciprocal. That means it's a give and take. This is not the case here. And so whether it's you making the decisions that's not good for others or others for you, then it needs to be looked at. And that's about getting away from this chaos and the lies, okay? And that's a tough one. But you know, Gemini, that love did not fix that. It did not fix it. No matter how many times you tried to do what you think the other person needed you to do or be. So, what do you got? Did it get worse? Or did it get better? Page of Wands. I know, this is information, this is communication. This is like bad news. Yes, it seems like bad news, but it's truth. You see? This is kind of like the brutal truth. Okay, so let's look at the Page of Swords. Let's talk about misinformation, okay? Or realizing what we're seeing is possibly negative to us. Well, here's the Six of Wands. So this is keeping us from, well, this is delaying our success. The Six of Wands reversed. This is success. Celebration. Heroes Parade. No, we're not getting that. No success, no victory. Ace of Pentacles, blocking, delaying our abundance, delaying our new life. Okay. And here's the burden card. Here it's a 10 though. So this is the 10 of Wands. This is our burdens. It is the end of the cycle. If you can move through this and transmute this energy, transmute these lessons, then it could flip. It could change possibly very fast. One more. But it's about, oh, this is beautiful. This is Eight of Pentacles. This is about mastering your own life, your emotions. It starts with your emotions, because emotions are everything. And there's been all these ways for us to avoid our emotions, but when it comes down to it, what makes you do things? It's your emotions. It's important. It's important, Gemini. Just as important as your thoughts. But you have to be able to feel your emotions. You don't have to do anything. Master your life. It's about mastering your life. Looking at the truth. As ugly as that may feel, feeling the ouch, digging those out, seeing things for what they are. Gemini is good at information. Sifting through information, that's what we do naturally. It's connecting the dots now. It's time to connect the dots because you already know. And it's a realization that you've always known. It's time to trust yourself. Trust your heart. Trust that physical response you get. I don't know who that's for. Okay. Whew. That was kind of big. No wonder I had to get this done before I even had breakfast. I know I have coffee and I wait to have breakfast till the afternoon because I like kind of just starting my morning slow. It's a luxury. When I can. You know, I have things that going on, like because I'm self-employed when I do shows that I can't, but when I can, I enjoy it. Okay, Sacred Journey Pilgrimage. So this is about your pilgrimage. It's about your transmutation into higher consciousness, Gemini. Wow. Welcome. Have a good week. Happy Thanksgiving for those in the Northern Hemisphere if you celebrate. Take care.